So we have a look at Samoa. Obviously, they won the toss and decided to bat today. Just get some runs on the board, be very positive. Any standouts today? Who do you think will step up?
Well, they've shifted Carol Angafili up the order from 5, where she had been hanging out, and now she's there to open. So that sends one clear message, knowing the kind of powerful player she is. She's there to make the most of that power play as early as possible. Regina Lee, always going to be an important figure to guide the team through. Unfortunately, hasn't been able to find her strap so far in the tournament, but obviously, cometh the big games, cometh the big player, so hopefully it's a good one for her today as well.
Very profound there from you.
Wow,
big words, very big words, but Maori Tom going to open the bowling again. Well, do notice that Connie O'Wala is in first slip as well. Just didn't quite get through. They go through for a single on a wide start. Not the greatest start from the Papua New Guinean team. A little bit messy.
Yeah, it's not the tone they'd hoped to set straight away, but also they're also a team that will just brush that aside fairly quickly, I assume. This will be the big matchup for me, is to see how Carol Angafili goes about her work. Does she give herself a chance to have a few slices and get a pace for the wicket straight away? She's got to recognise that if she's going to hit down the ground straight away, that is going into the breeze. There is a long on back as well. So they have done their homework and are well aware of the kind of powerful player that she is.
A bit more width again. And her midfield now. It looked like she might have wanted to throw that back a little sooner than she actually got it.
Yeah, but that shows also the power of Carol Angafili. She had to smack that very hard and made the fielder have to do all the hard work, ensuring that she picked that up clean. The fumble, and it flew past her and provided the opportunity for the single. But a very safe, calculated shot straight away by Angafili.
Takes this one in short. Just clips it off the hip nicely. They're going to be able to get up and back for 2. A bit of a pause there. As Tonga gets to the other end, the non-striker's end, after working it off a hip.
Yeah, it's a nice positive start from Samoa. Bat on ball early. Obviously the first ball was too wide to even get any bat on it, but since then 2 very positive shots bringing reward. And what I also like is that there have been shots along the ground, so smart cricket, just finding the gaps, knowing that it's a good outfield and it will run away. Yeah, good areas there from Tom.
Just finally got the ball exactly where she wanted it. Has the field set at the moment with a deep cover, deep third. With that away swing. Majority of the fielders on the offside.
Yeah, nice little comeback, but also good composed cricket from So'otanga So.
Lacking in footwork there a little. Maybe lucky to get away with that wide as well, but just hasn't quite got the feet going yet.
Yeah, that one made it look like it came through quicker than maybe it did. Without the footwork, just looked like she got hurried up a fair bit. But again, just taking the opportunity to have a sighter. Scored 5 off the over already. Not a major blistering start, but both are off the mark already, which will settle their nerves.
He just pokes at this one, but space on that offside as they just get an easy single there, and still the one delivery to come after the wide on the first ball.
Yeah, nice early rotation of the strike between these two as well. They're looking to overhit it so far.
I think they'll be pretty disappointed with that effort they had 2 days ago against Japan. It's getting dismissed for 62. They were a real contender in this competition. Not too late for them, obviously, yet. Digs this one in nicely. Maori Tom just finishing on a high note with a dot. 6 off the over.
Yeah, you can see the real disappointment within the Samoan squad after their loss to Japan. They know they did not bring their best at all, not even close. And yesterday for their day off, I know the Samoan girls, well, a couple of them, Felicia and Carol, who's out there batting at the moment, went and did the school visits, and we were running a little bit late dropping them back because the Samoan girls were off to McDonald's for lunch, and Regina wasn't really too stoked about it. She's like, they don't deserve McDonald's. We got smashed the other day. And that's Regina for you. Just, like, always expects a top class quality performance from her side, and maybe top food as well. But
well, that was my
whatever
next
keeps her
question.
happy.
That was my next question. Didn't know where you were going with that. They don't deserve it, or they probably shouldn't have it as elite athletes. No offence, McDonald's. Hopefully, you're not a sponsor. But
Well, if they ordered the salads, we can't judge.
that is true.
We don't know.
Very good point. And now Thomas, as has been the case so far this tournament, opening the bowling with the little off spinners. To start with. Picked up a couple of wickets against the Philippines, 2 for 11 from her 4, and another 20 against Japan. Oh, catches the outside edge here. No slip in place. That might just race away, and it does. This outfield is lightning quick.
It didn't even come off the bat super quick. It was just that the fact it was able to keep rolling along this very hard surface out here. Brings their first boundary of the day, which will definitely cheer the Samoans up, maybe as much as McDonald's did yesterday. And then after their trip to McDonald's, they went to a waterfall, and on the way back from the waterfall, the gearbox or something of the van exploded, and so then the van's like drifted off the road and like crashed into a little ditch. No one injured, everyone's all fine, but dramas for a rest day. I did get invited on that trip, and I was glad I turned it down in the end.
Well, we used to have a coach, and he'd intentionally set us up with things that didn't work, but vans that didn't, and to see how we'd cope with.
Seriously?
Yeah, with adversity, and it was really good. I think he was disappointed with how well we did cope. So we're just like, okay, we'll sit here and wait till it gets fixed. Ball there, cover, damage done.
Any like dangerous situations result?
No dangerous situations. Just keeping us on our toes. You never know what's going to happen. Yeah, nicely punched there through extra cover. Managed to chase it down in that sand pit, and his deep extra. Looking through for another 2. Good positive start here from Samoa.
Yeah, that one potentially misfielded in close, but it's a long boundary out to that corner there, and with the sand probably slowing things up a bit on that occasion. Just the 2.
Yeah, nicely bowled and well driven, just down to 1. The field set, classic off spinning field, long on. Bit of a squarer, deep mid wicket. It's the end of the over. And now Thomas, 7 off that, number 13 after 2. Undefeated in this tournament so far as Vanuatu won their first game against Japan by 46 runs, and then against the Philippines 168 runs, so haven't really been challenged too much. I think this could be the game. Batters from Samoa are going to take it up to this bowling attack. That's catapulted into the pads. It's going down leg, but no, it's not. The umpire has given that out, and that is Suresh Submarinian. He's given that out. First wicket to fall for Samoa.
Yeah, the problem there for So'otanga So was that she jumped right in front of the stumps, which, yeah, it's a good decision in the end. It just swiveled on those feet, and looks like that was going to be catapulting into about middle and leg. Umpire did consider it for a little bit before, being satisfied that Angel So'otanga So had to go. She was looking pretty handy. She was looking like she was getting into her work and fairly positive today. However, that does bring good friends Regina Le'i and Carol Philly to the crease together. So for me, this is pretty much probably the key partnership of the day, knowing that Regina will be able to now talk with Carol out there and guide her through. Carol is an absolute talent, has the shots and has the power. It's then just that batsmanship, which, yeah, I'd be hopeful that Regina is able to then support her with and just provide that captaincy guidance, I suppose, from the other end.
Yeah, absolutely. A reasonable start there, but just that lack of footwork was the undoing in the end there for Tonga. So, straight away leans beautifully into this one, shows the class from the captain, Regina Le'i. How'd I go?
Yep.
Yes, so much better. No, I butchered that in the toss, but I eventually got that.
Beautiful shot by G. Just caressed that through the covers, didn't try to overhit it, just used the pace. On these artificial wickets, you can really trust the bounce. She's just held her shape perfectly, split the field, and given the Samoan dugout something to cheer about pretty early on.
They were nicely bowled there, and some excellent footwork there in the field as well. But just tried to drag back a length a little bit, line this time a little off. But that first one just over pitched, a perfect ball. You'd love to get the bowl up. Does have the slip in play. Tom does swing it very, very nicely away, so they will be careful with a little bit more of an attacking field. It's great to see that slip. Game once again. Just using the whole body. That's Melaniani, I think. Yes, it is. Just at mid-off, but no damage done to either the score or her hands.
Fortunate. Yeah, but an indication again of the power of Carol. She hit that really hard. I think Melanie was more happy to use her bum than her hands probably to stop that.
Yeah, much better length there from Maori Tom. Coming back, retired a couple of years ago and has come back into the group. A few players available for this trip. It's great to see her back. She was a key bowler, and having that experience, I think, will really help this attack from Papua New Guinea. They've been missing a good pace bowler for a couple of years. Gawa Tom really starting to step up now as well. Again, good back of lengths. More difficult to drive with the fielder lurking there and extra cover. Much better over there, picking up the wicket of So'otonga So. And it's 18 for 1 after 3.
Talk about the experience of this team. According to Cricinfo, you've got Pauke Siaka, Maori Tom, and maybe that's it. At least in 39 years old.
How old's Brenda Tao? She's been playing since she's 15. She's been around for a long time. Sorry, I just threw you in that one. I've burnt you twice today already.
That's okay. Brenda, she's only 27.
Oh, wow, yeah. Well, she's been around for a fair while.
Yeah, she could have another decade easily.
Now Thomas. Just has that height. We've discussed a few of the off-spin bowlers have had some. And once again, just in some really good areas. We're hitting with the breeze here. Has the long on, deep mid-wicket back.
Yeah, challenging length for Regina Le'i at this point.
playing Miss good hands. Brenda Tao, very experienced keeper.
Regina's very good at the sweep, but after getting out to it the other day, it's one of those ones you then sort of put it away for a bit because you don't want to risk it again.
Oh, and that length is exceptional, and some really good hands again on display from Tao. What I do like, the yellow baggy out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Real old school, and no baseball style caps. They've gone old school. I love it.
They look very traditional, very smart.
Nice little bit of turn there as well. Slip in play, good attacking play here from Papua New Guinea. They're playing with some real confidence. They know they're the favourites, despite not winning it 2 years ago. Just pops this one around the corner. Didn't quite get her legs right. Was probably a little lucky to get away with that one. A good bit of work there from Hane Lohia. Into another over. Just the one run off it. Excellent over from Henel Thomas. 19 for 1.
Yeah, Regina unable to quite find the middle of the bat. Well, most of that over, and on that last ball, and it was probably the one to try and hit away. Oh, just got that top edge of the bat sort of stuck up in her glove potentially. So still had to find the run, and that's at least keeps it from being a maiden. But the key thing for Regina is to just recognise that as long as she's out there, that's a good thing for Samoa. She'll catch up if need be. It's more that sort of wrist feeling super under stress because of any dot ball pressure. She was then to give her wicket away due to a loose shot. She'll just kick herself later, absolutely no doubt about it. So she'll just need to settle in, deal with the pressure that does come from time to time.
High risk single here. Just had to get the throw absolutely right, but good judgment in the end there.
Good judgment in the end because it wasn't a direct hit.
And change of bowler to Isabel, 2 up. I mean, so very good so far. Leg spinner, as we have another look at that, would have been tight.
Yeah, actually, Regina and I playing for Auckland, that could be some hair-raising running to watch, but paid off more than it didn't, to be fair.
Plays this nicely behind. Just the ones at the moment. PNG have got the players in the right sort of spots, but the Samoans are still managing to keep ticking this over.
Yeah, which is really important for Samoa to at least find a way to keep ticking that scoreboard over. It'd be interesting if potentially they do get it wrong and it turns into a run out. As we see this one let down to a very fine leg, and it's going to be all the way for 4. Regina Li'i. Although getting out to the sweep shot the other day has then pulled out the lap on this occasion, and to good effect.
Yeah, well, I think this probably wasn't really putting the stumps in danger. I could be wrong. Yeah, it was always heading down leg side, so a bit of a safe one to bring out. Maybe she's just going to be sweeping on line today, nothing where the stumps are going to be getting hit. Yeah, a bit of a looser one, looser with that angle that Isabel Tour comes in from. Can tend to put the odd one down leg side. Disappointed with that, however. Oh, looks for the reverse. Plays it absolutely surprisingly. Bowled the other day. Bowled from this end. Seen her come on with the breeze and have another over that day that she only had 1 over, went for 16 off her 1 over. So obviously they're backing her, which is great, as they should. Just about throw her in the deep end. Back on the bike. Holland?
Yeah, I wonder if it's like a particular role that she's expected to perform in the team, and therefore regardless, the ball's back with you to do that job.
It's a much better start. Oh, a very, very high risk run. Well done from
Came off her head, I think. She's going to need a HIA. Yep, it is. She dived in, got it square on the helmet.
Yeah, we're going to be sending out the physios just to have a chat with Gina Lilly.
I don't know if Samoa have a physio. Travelling with them, so Papua New Guinea physios rest out instead, which is very helpful.
What I do like though is the real intent, and it's going to be aggressive. They're running between wickets, take on the fielders, knowing that it's a little bobbly. And I really like that. I think it's a good plan of attack.
Yeah, while it's working, keep it going. It's going to be, always that situation where they try it once too often and end up run out. But for now, while the momentum's with them, they've got to just keep on going, because it is a strength. Like, Regina will dive from about halfway down the pitch if need be to make sure she's safe. That's going to be sore though, on how hard this field is, and then if she ends up diving on the astroturf, she's going to be blooming and bruises and cuts.
Were you a diver?
Oh yeah.
I was not.
Yeah.
I refused.
Hey.
If I wasn't good enough to make it, well, I wasn't good enough.
I was. Anyone who's seen me play cricket, yeah, diving all day.
Attacking shot there. Not a bad ball though from Dorigo, but just gets absolutely dispatched by Philly over mid-wicket.
Yeah, nice for Carol Angafili on that occasion to now break the shackles a little bit. She's hit the ball well whilst she's been in, hadn't just maybe got it past the fielders. So on this occasion, she said, flag that, I'll go over top of them instead.
It's actually not a bad ball at all. There's just zero respect shown there, wasn't there?
Yeah, and that's Carol's role, I think, in this power play in particular, just to make the most of the fielding restrictions that Papua New Guinea have to deal with.
A little uppish. I'm not going to take on the fielder this time. Well, that might have been a little risky the first time. Mind you, Regina isn't at the strikers end.
No, he just sort of clothed that one on that occasion by Carol. Not quite full enough in the slot as she was probably hoping.
Oh, she's gone up and over. Just going to land safely. Might even race on and just cannot be caught by Hannah Thomas. Really nice shot there, going with the length up and over.
And very smart to go with the wind on that occasion. If she'd played that from the other end, it probably would have just held up in the wind and would have provided the catching opportunity for the fielder running back. On this occasion, it just kept taking the ball away. And once it hit the turf, it just kicked on at speed. So great intent from Carol, and it's forced a bit of field set change as well. So there's now a long on and a deep mid-wicket in place.
She has the fuller delivery this time. Doesn't get called. No ball. Must have just been borderline. But it's a much better over here from Holland Dorigo than she had the other day. And she's been getting hit, which is really concerning. She's going to have to, in her own head, stay confident with her plan. I like the fact that the captain supported her with putting some fielders where the ball might go with the lengths that she's bowling. So good change of plan from Papua New Guinea. Pretty solid take there from Brenda Tao down leg side.
Yes, straight down leg on this occasion. But exactly, if the batter is going after it and finding a way to still hit a boundary off the good ball, well, no dramas in putting fielders out to the strength areas. We can see that batter is particularly aiming.
Oh, very nicely bowled. Nice little off-cutter. Good one to finish. Got the confidence up. Not a bad over. Excellent for Samoa, but I think that's good for the... There goes confidence as well. 41 for 1 after the finish of the power play.
And very smart, tidy cricket as a way to get out of an over that had been somewhat expensive as well, to make sure that points, runs-wise, but had still bowled well. She then managed to pass over to the mate coming in. So, yeah, you carry on.
So 5 bowlers in 7 overs. Tika, oh yeah, comes on. Captain the under-19 team at Nationals. Last year, excellent player. Good rip. Bowled pretty well the other day. A couple of overs. Hasn't picked up a wicket yet, but it's only a matter of time. She's definitely a player of the future. From this Papua New Guinea Lewa's team. Lewa's meaning love.
Oh. Tika was one of the players who went out to the school visits yesterday, and it was actually Papua New Guinea and Samoa who went to the same school together. And it was... No, actually, I'm lying. It was Vanuatu that went with Samoa, but wow, the support that the Samoan girls got from the school kids was unreal. At the end of the day, Anna asked, "Are you going to be cheering for Samoa or Vanuatu?" And they're like, "Samoa!" Got the biggest cheer of the day.
I'm going to plead a bit of ignorance here. Hanging out Vanuatu being a... Oh, look for the reverse here. The umpires, there's a big appeal. And Suresh Subramanian says no. Vanuatu being a French colony. Is there a bit of byplay here? People support each other differently? Or just going down leg side? Good decision again from the umpire. Or do they? Yeah, you've got no idea, have
I've
you?
zero idea.
Yeah. Didn't know if it was a Polynesian thing. Is PNG a Melanesian? Lots of Asians.
Yep.
I need to study up on the different cultural islands and where everyone fits in. Cook Islands are Polynesian.
Yep. I didn't go to the museum yesterday.
Well, you didn't learn much, then.
Didn't learn that.
Again, nicely played around the corner. Beautiful shot there. Regina Le'i. She is making sure PNG are going to be challenged today.
Yeah, great shot by Regina Le'i. Just keeping her head really still. Making sure she's watching the ball all the way onto the bat. And even though there is a fielder just in behind point, she's able to beat them again on their left and on this outfield. 4 runs all day.
So we haven't succumbed to changing the field yet. Sometimes like a Phoebe Litchfield, she loves a reverse sweep as well. And you do tend to see people getting put out to protect for the reverse sweep. We'll dunk this one a little shorter, a little quicker. Doesn't score off this, but another good over. 5 off it. 46 for 1.
Yeah, just noticing Regina's looking quite square generally at the moment, looking to play the ball behind square quite often. The only risk is that you suddenly start forgetting about hitting straight as well as an option, and you end up playing across your pads a bit and bringing that opportunity in for the LBW. But potentially that's also was just about the breeze kind of thing as well. If she comes back on strike from the pavilion end, maybe she will realign her thinking back down the ground with the wind.
Well, Hollandurigo off. Hane Loer on, left arm orthodox. Another young player coming through. Getting some good bounce as well.
Nice little partnership building between these two. As I said, it'll be Regina taking the real leadership role within this partnership.
And just punches this out. Deep forward point. Good field that's set. Got the one out on the offside. Well, they're going to bring up, which I don't mind actually, is bringing up the deep square. Just to maybe give a bit more protection, just in case she decides to play another reverse sweep here. Yeah, well struck. Got her timing absolutely right there. Hit it nice and late behind the fielder at point and races away for 4.
Yeah, Luhia just dropping the ball a bit short on that occasion, outside off. That was a gift there for Regina, who just had to wait on it and was able to slap it behind point really, really cleanly out of the middle of the bat.
Okay, 7 bowlers used in 8 overs, or 6 bowlers, sorry. PNG really trying to find something now. Nicely played down to long on. Dodgy pounce that did come up into her hands fortuitously.
Really good cricket here from Samoa, finding the boundary and then straight away able to find the single. Just keep rotating the strike.
Okay, just another over pitch ball. Good attack from the boundary. Papua New Guinea. That's Dikalowi up. One of the young pups in the team.
It's interesting, they're happy to have the deep square out for Angawhili, but for Lili'i, they bring them up.
I haven't really seen it play a sweep yet, more reverse than actual sweep, other than the one that went down outside leg.
One, yeah.
End of a very good over there from Hane. 7 off the over, 53 for 1 after 8. Dikalowi is going to get another over. Went for 5 off the first now. Is in the top 3 dancers in the PNG team. Loves a bit of a dance. Okay, with Tom not in the team today. She's been opening up. She's also one of a dancer. They do love a sing along. They love a dance. Really enjoy their cricket. Oh, it's a lovely shot again. Yes, far too much width there from Dika. Didn't come back enough.
Yeah, great shot from Regina. We saw that, I think it was her first ball of the day. She got one outside off and was able to drill that through the covers. Again, Angawhili. She's just copying Regina, that's all.
Just tried to bring her length back a little bit of assistance from the stumps, fortunately, because that would have absolutely gone for 4, no doubt.
Oh, it's so unlucky. Would have been one of the best shots of her day. Just managed to take out the stumps, thankfully for her and Regina Lili'i. The bowler didn't actually get a hand on it on the way back.
Wow, maybe
that
thankfully the
was
bowler also for her own safety. It was absolutely a tracer bullet. Okay, and can persist with the fuller deliveries. Hasn't been a lot of footwork yet.
Yeah, but Carol doesn't really need to overstride too much. Obviously, she just waits and hits through. Sometimes the more efficient small movements get her into a good position. Just move late and swing hard.
footwork there. Much better length from Dika. Loria just bringing it back a little and dragging Le'i out of her crease. Oh, goes the forward delivery here. That's going to race away. That won't be stopped, I wouldn't think, out on that far boundary. Bit of a loose one there from Dika, just searching maybe for that wicket.
Yeah, she didn't quite get all of it either, but enough, and was able to just help it sort of on its way down to backward square. There was no way that was going to get pulled in, even with a few sandpits on the way.
What I do like to see is you see a couple of the teammates come up, give her a bit of a high five. You're all right, mate. Just keep it going. Good supportive team. Gets this one down leg side. A little bit of a pad on it. Mate, absolutely gets away with another one there. Oh, it's been called a wide though. No pad on it. Gonna have to bowl it again.
Yeah, just maybe slightly lost your line at the moment. More angling into that leg and down leg side.
A few headaches at the moment for Brenda Tao from Papua New Guinea. She hasn't really got the answers. Samoa keep piling on the runs.
Really good test though for Papua New Guinea to have this before they head into semi-finals time. They need this kind of tester.
Beautifully played, nice and straight. Be a good effort if someone can chase that down. And yet another boundary, big over. 4 boundaries off it from Dika Loya. As Samoa move to 68 for 1 after 9.
Yeah, beautiful shot here from Kaurangaphili. We saw it heading really well, nice and straight just before. And unfortunately, earlier it ended up just hitting middle stump out of the ground instead. So this time, due reward to get a 4 down the ground. She's really doing a great job, having had the promotion today earlier in the tournament, batting down at number 5. Being given the responsibility of opening today alongside So'otonga So. And these two, Regina Le'i, Kaurangaphili, doing a quality job for Samoa.
Hane. It's getting another opportunity. Government building in. Really nice legs there. Good little bit of flight. She's got good shape. But high arm action just allows her to get that really nice loop and rip as well. Just this one. Just for the one, which I'm sure PNG will be happy to see at this point.
Yeah, dots and ones would be a win here for Papua New Guinea at this stage. While you've got your 4 out, you just want to see them getting hit, your boundary fielders getting hit from any good balls. Otherwise, dots straight to your fielders in the inner ring.
Just a little bit of footwork there from Papua New Guinea. Pauki Siaka, one of the older players in the team, the mother of the team, they like to call her. Yeah, she does look after the group. Married to the captain of the Barramundis men's team. Always dragged this one short. They're not going to get away with that one. Finds the space again. May just chase this one down and does so.
Yeah, that one hit some kind of bump on the way, which slowed it up considerably. Bit unusual for this field for it to slow up as opposed to kick on. Is Regina Le'i, who's doing a lot of running out there at the moment with Carol. Calls for a drink.
Just tries to work this one to the leg side, misses it. Fair way out of a crease at that point. Happy to see the dot, Papua New Guinea. As well, but a good over there. What Papua New Guinea need, they've got to try and work out how to reverse this pressure that Samoan batters are putting on them. 5 off the over. 73 for 1, halfway mark.